#MeToo hashtag is taking over social media. It's an effort to shine a light on sexual assault and harassment.
Reporter Jimmy Lee is here with a look at the tweet that started the movement.
Yeah, so on Sunday, actress Alyssa Milano tweeted, "If you've been sexually harassed or assaulted, write me too." And then thousands and thousands of tweets followed, and some of them are very specific.
Pure evil, the downfall of Twitter app files, deep dive, capitalism and true crime. It's me here, Lavender here, and today I'm back with another downfall of a social media website YouTube video. Today I'm doing the downfall of the Twitter app files. But before we get started, all my YouTube videos related to this YouTube video, topic other website downfall, YouTube video deep dives I've done such as OnlyFans, Reddit, Pinterest, Instagram, Meta, Facebook, Snapchat, MySpace, Tumblr, etc. will be on the screen right now if you would like to check it out after this video. So let's get started into the YouTube topic at hand today.
In the meantime, we continue with the news this Friday night and to thousands of jobs lost. Elon Musk, who now owns and, of course, runs Twitter, and now thousands of workers learning they have lost their jobs after being told to check their email. Reports tonight roughly half the company's 7,500 employees now out of work. Here's Janae Norman.
Tonight, fired by the world's richest man, Elon Musk, announcing massive layoffs overnight, telling employees they'd get an email today telling them their fate. That email, subject, your role at Twitter. In the email, today is your last working day at the company, and signed simply, Twitter.
I found that my work laptop was remotely wiped and access to Slack and Gmail revoked.
Musk reportedly laying off about half the 7,500-member global workforce.
50% is a jaw-dropping number and really goes to the bone and heart of the Twitter ecosystem.
Another jaw-dropping number, the $44 billion Musk paid for the company, billions more than most analysts believe it's worth, and the nearly $13 billion he borrowed to close the deal. To try to raise revenue, Musk floating the idea of a pay-to-play platform, an $8 monthly charge for verified accounts with the blue check mark.
The 2000 to early 2010 witnessed the birth of new social media platforms, including MySpace, Tumblr, Reddit, Pinterest, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram are some of the most notable social media platforms. Let's not discount the microblogging service that gained recognition, Twitter. Its creation was vital to connecting users to others globally, breaking real-time news, and getting updates on trending topics across and around the world. Twitter started in 2006 when Jack Dorsey, Twitter co-founder, published his first tweet. He and his co-founders, Biz Stone, Noah Glass, and Evan Williams, were inspired by the audio podcast tool. Dorsey proposed the idea of posting microblogs to share with friends online. In 2007, these founders introduced Twitter at SXSW, South by Southwest. Having publicized Twitter in this event, tweets grew from 20,000 to 60,000 daily. In the same year, Twitter was the best startup. In SXSW, one notable feature of Twitter is the hashtag, but none of the founders introduced the feature. Chris Messina, a product designer, suggested using hashtags to create groups on the social media platform. Originally, Twitter rejected this idea. However, 2 years later, the platform integrated this feature, and it's still used today to get updates on specific topics. Twitter was a major social media platform for stars and influencers to connect and engage with their fans and followers. Unlike Facebook, fans can send tweets to their favorite celebrities anytime. Celebrities and influencers who got popular on Twitter were Britney Spears, the pop music singer and pop culture icon.
Don't have to suck the woman's 24/7 to be her friend, do I? Bye, girls. While Iggy called Britney a good friend throughout her tweets, that comment did not sit well. Maybe even with Britney herself, who posted this Monday. Can't wait to get back to Vegas. So thankful I have shows for the rest of the year to look forward to. Hashtag you want a piece of me.
Britney's on Twitter dragging Jamie Lynn Spears, and I am here for it. She's basically saying Jamie Lynn made up all this shit about her, like coming at her with a knife. And all I have to say is, remember this, Jamie Lynn?
Became popular on Twitter, initially through methods like celebrity endorsements and early marketing tactics. She became the first person to reach 5 million followers on Twitter in 2010. surpassing other celebrities like Ashton Kutcher, who was a prominent figure on the platform at the time. Britney Spears was one of the first 6 people to reach 10 million followers, joining Lady Gaga, Justin Bieber, Barack Obama, Katy Perry, and Kim Kardashian. But her lasting popularity on the platform is largely due to the Free Britney movement. This viral campaign to end her abusive capitalism conservatorship gained significant traction, with a powerful court statement in 2021 generating a massive online response and keeping her in the cultural conversation for years. Twitter's amplification power was crucial to the Free Britney movement by elevating fan-led theories, building public awareness, and legitimizing the cause, which helped culminate in the termination of Britney Spears' conservatorship. The platform helped turn a passionate fan theory into a globally recognized human rights issue, spread conspiracy theories. For years, suspicions from fans that Spears was being held against her will and sending coded messages were dismissed by the mainstream media. Twitter allowed these fan-led, counter-narratives to grow and spread beyond the initial fan base. As during Spears' pivotal 2021 testimony, over 500,000 tweets with Free Britney were sent within 24 hours, alongside a total of 1 million tweets about the case. Their posts helped bring the issue to a much larger audience and added legitimacy to the movement that had long been dismissed. Lady Gaga became popular on Twitter by being one of the first major celebrities to use the platform for direct, personal interaction with her fans and stans, whom she called little monsters.
What you want with my body. This morning, Lady Gaga is making no apologies in her new song, Do What You Want, just released overnight. And on Twitter, in the last 24 hours, the pop diva has launched a full-on assault against her critics. In tweet after tweet, she highlights the headlines that have haunted her throughout her career, like this one. Lady Gaga is fat now, which she posted with a photo of her heavier self performing. And this one, Lady Gaga is on drugs, her career is over. The singer telling her 40 million followers, my recovery is a daily battle.
Here's the deal. On Tuesday night, Lady Gaga tweeted the following. Just killed back-to-back spin classes. Eating a salad, dreaming of a cheeseburger. Hashtag pop singers don't eat. Essentially sharing with fans how intense her regimen is to get her body performance ready for her upcoming worldwide Born This Way ball tour. Now for some, the hashtag could have been interpreted as a playful joke, as most non-trending hashtags these days are. However, many others, including the National Eating Disorder Association, found that the tweet was sending the wrong message to Lady Gaga's more than 20 million Twitter followers. In response to Gaga's tweet, the National Eating Disorder Association wrote, "Huh? This is the same person who recently implored girls to stop dieting?"
She joined in 2008 with her first tweet about rehearsing for the Just Dance video. Her steady stream of tweets about music, fashion, and social causes, combined with her early adoption and record-setting achievement of 10 and then 20 million followers, cemented her status as a dominant figure on the site. Lady Gaga ran her account personally, tweeting directly to her fans and sharing thoughts on her latest projects, fashion, and other interests. She became the first person to reach 10 million followers in 2011 and later the first to pass 20 million, solidifying her title as Queen of Twitter. She kept fans engaged with a steady flow of tweets about her albums, music videos, and tour. Her involvement with social issues, like her advocacy for LGBTQ and gay rights and her shady, sketchy anti-bullying Born This Way Foundation, which has been involved in a bunch of controversies.
72,000+ on salaries, 79,000+ on accounting, 808 on other expenses, 808,000 on other expenses, 9,203 on office expenses, 77,000+ on travel, and 150,000 on philanthropy, consulting.
And showcases the problems with charities in general, resonated with fans, and increased her public profile on the Twitter app. Highly problematic influencers like Britannia Razavi used Twitter, now X, to drive traffic to their 18-plus OnlyFans porn accounts.
A lot of people ask what race I am. I'm Mexican and Irish. My name is Brittanya Rizavi, obviously. I've been modeling for, 7 years or so. When I'm not modeling, I'm working with my clothing company, 187.
By leveraging its lenient content policies and real-time viral potential, which are stricter on other social media platforms. They employ a multifaceted strategy that blends promotional content with genuine engagement to convert a broad Twitter following into paying OnlyFans subscribers. Influencers optimize their Twitter profiles by including essential links, such as their OnlyFans page, and making them easily accessible. By providing exclusive content, interactive engagement, and consistently posting, they built a following on the app and generated subscriptions. As of September 2025, both Nicki Minaj and Shakira have substantial popularity on X.
Nicki Minaj is defending herself after her tweets about why she's not yet gotten the COVID-19 vaccine were misconstrued. She also revealed that Drake actually contracted COVID with having the vaccine. People on Twitter began to question Nicki, which led her to respond. She tweeted, "They want you to get vaccinated for the Met. If I get vaccinated, it won't be for the Met." She went on to explain her feelings, sharing, "It'll be once I feel I've done enough research."
I just did. I will never use Twitter again. First of all, I didn't give any facts about any vaccine. I didn't give any facts about anything. I simply said, okay, well, I didn't want to travel with my tiny baby, yada, yada, yada.
Formerly Twitter, with tens of millions of followers each. They both use the platform to connect directly with fans, create trends, and promote their work, but each has a distinct strategy. Nicki Minaj has over 28 million followers on X. Her followers, known as the Barbs, are one of the most organized and fiercely loyal stan armies on social media platforms. Shakira has approximately 53.8 million followers on X. She drives massive online conversation and trends with new releases or appearances. For instance, her BZRP music session created over 2 million tweets and was a top worldwide trend. Her engagement rate is consistently high. She often trends globally after a new release or public appearance, generating significant online buzz. Worldwide public events and breaking news such as the Hudson River crash also trended on Twitter in 2009. Twitter user Janny's Crumbs sent a tweet while he was on the Hudson River. He showed a picture of people being rescued from the plane. His tweet increased the exposure of the Hudson River crash and helped Twitter gain footing as a social media platform since then. Twitter was also integral to Barack Obama's win in his 2008 presidential campaign. Although Twitter could not be fully attributed to Obama's success in his first campaign, Twitter won since many users joined the conversations surrounding this event. Super Bowl XLVII Blackout, 2013. During the game, a power outage hit the stadium, leading to a frenzy of real-time tweets. Oreo's marketing team gained widespread recognition for its quick-witted ad, "You can still dunk in the dark," which went viral instantly. Boston Marathon bombing, 2013. As the terrorist attack unfolded, Twitter became a major platform for real-time updates, disseminating information from reporters and eyewitnesses. The community also attempted to sort through rumors and misinformation. Hackers took over the Associated Press's Twitter account and posted a fake story about explosions at the White House. This false tweet caused a brief, but significant, drop in the Dow Jones Industrial Average, highlighting the platform's potential for both rapid news delivery and disinformation. Ellen DeGeneres Oscar selfie, 2014. A star-studded selfie taken and tweeted by Oscars host Ellen DeGeneres shattered Obama's record for most retweets, generating massive buzz. The dress, 2015. The debate over whether a dress was blue and black or white and gold took over Twitter, becoming one of the most widely debated internet phenomena in history. Black Lives Matter. Beginning with the first tweet in 2013, the hashtag was widely used to raise awareness of systemic racism and police brutality, becoming a massive force for activism and social change on the platform, particularly during protests in 2020.
Amid all the chaos at Twitter, Elon Musk announcing that, quote, Kathy Griffin, Jordan Peterson and Babylon Bee have been reinstated to Twitter, also tweeting new Twitter policy is freedom of speech, but not freedom of reach, and adding that negative, hate tweets will be maxed, deboosted and demonetized. Now, he has yet to make a decision on Trump's Twitter account.
Just 5 weeks after Elon Musk took over Twitter, this morning the billionaire's vision for the platform is coming into focus as questions over free speech versus hate speech swirl.
Kanye.
While the suspension of recording artist Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, from the platform has captured headlines, hundreds of Twitter accounts belonging to far-right activists and QAnon theorists have been reinstated, according to data reviewed by NBC News.
People who know how to play the game in the white supremacist spaces, who know how to get people radicalized subtly over time, those are the people that are coming back.
Andrew Anglin, the founder of one of the most influential neo-Nazi websites, just one of hundreds of formerly banned users, now back on the platform after Musk's Thanksgiving tweet that amnesty begins next week. Meanwhile, the billionaire cutting the company staff, including those dedicated to monitoring abuse and hate speech.
Musk is setting a tone of permissibility for the kind of behavior that had people shown the door in the first place.
After Musk acquired the site, slurs against Black Americans tripled, and anti-Semitic tweets soared more than 61%, according to groups that monitor online hate.
So what went wrong with the Twitter app, leading to its downfall? One of the main downfalls of Twitter can be attributed to South African billionaire's Elon Musk's takeover.
So corporate welfare crybaby Elon bought Twitter, and it's been a dumpster fire. But this whole situation can actually teach us a lot about labor. Let me show you. On Friday, about half of Twitter staff was fired. For context, the social media site employs about 7,500 people. So that's 3,750 people who suddenly lost their jobs. Before that, we were getting news of 84-hour work weeks and canceled days off. Now, if you're like me, your Twitter has been full of tweets like this. And this. But how exactly would a union have helped? The point of a union is to protect workers and give them a say in the workplace. Once you form a union, you have a right to collective bargaining, which is the process by which employers and employees come to an agreement about workplace conditions.
Which led to massive layoffs. Elon Musk fired and laid off more than 6,000 employees from Twitter, now X, after his acquisition in October 2022, which represented approximately 80% of the company's total workforce at the time, reducing staff from around 7,500 to less than 2,000 by early 2023. These cuts impacted various departments, including product development, design, and content moderation. Further rounds of job cuts occurred in early 2023 and January 2024, further reducing the workforce. The mass Twitter layoffs led to glitches like broken links, image loading issues, and timeline access problems, as remaining employees were overwhelmed and less familiar with systems. Significant cuts to the trust and safety and human rights teams compromised the company's ability to combat misinformation, hate speech, and other harmful content. Major companies, including General Mills, Audi, and Pfizer, paused or pulled their advertising from Twitter due to uncertainty surrounding Musk's leadership and increasing concerns about content on the platform. The exodus of advertisers directly impacted Twitter's revenue, contributing to significant financial challenges for the company. Musk reinstated thousands of previously banned accounts, including those of users known for promoting conspiracy theories and disinformation. According to numerous independent studies, hate speech and racism significantly increased on X, formerly Twitter, after Elon Musk's takeover in October 2022. Reports from multiple research organizations contradict claims by Musk that hate speech exposure has declined. Immediately following Musk's acquisition, studies noted a huge surge in hateful posts. A Montclair State University study found that in the first 12 hours after the takeover, the use of certain hate terms spiked by over 400%, from an average of 84 tweets per hour to 4,778. A PLOS-1 study, published in February 2025, found that the weekly rate of hate speech, including racist, homophobic, and transphobic slurs, rose about 50% in the 8 months after the takeover and persisted through at least May 2023. Studies found that the average number of likes on hate posts increased by 70%, suggesting that more users were exposed to and engaging with hateful content. Researchers from the USC Information Sciences Institute reported that specific racist tweets increased by 42% in the months following the takeover. The Institute for Strategic Dialogue also found that anti-Semitic tweets in English more than doubled. By offering blue checkmarks for a monthly fee, Musk changed a system that once verified identity. This change amplified posts from paying users, including some that promote disinformation and hate speech. Musk's free speech absolutist stance emboldened users to post hateful and hostile content. The site also has been accused of not addressing and curbing cyberbullying. A notable incident occurred in 2018, when Twitter received backlash for not banning conspiracy theorist Alex Jones, who had been removed from other platforms for violating hate speech and bullying policies.
Again, it's disgusting, and it's also pretty epic to see Avo just pop on and show him who's boss. But again, it's not great when someone with millions of followers says, yeah, murder, death, suffering, destruction, thievery. That's great.
Twitter has a political censorship problem on its platform just like Meta and Facebook does. In July 2020, Elon Musk tweeted, "We will coup whoever we want. Deal with it," in response to a user who accused the US of orchestrating an imperialist coup in Bolivia so that Musk could obtain lithium. Musk later deleted the tweet. His comment drew swift criticism and was interpreted by many as an admission of capitalist-driven imperialist aggression. Former Bolivian President Evo Morales also responded to the tweet, calling it further proof that the coup was about lithium. After deleting the tweet, Musk claimed that Tesla gets its lithium from Australia, but this did not stop the backlash. Communist, anti-fascist, socialist, and anti-Zionist pro-Palestine accounts have accused Twitter, now known as X, of censorship, shadow banning, and unjust suspensions, particularly since Elon Musk's takeover. Palestinian news outlets and activists have experienced a decline in engagement with their posts, which they believe indicates shadow banning or hidden restrictions on their content's visibility. In February 2023, after Musk's takeover, digital rights groups reported that X had restricted or suspended accounts belonging to Palestinian journalists and activists. A similar mass suspension of journalists in January 2024 also included accounts critical of Israel. Activists allege that X's algorithms aggressively suppress content using terms like Palestine and hashtags such as Free Palestine. In December 2022, left-wing and socialist accounts were banned from X following what was described as a false report campaign by far-right users. The suspensions happened after Musk reinstated several previously banned right-wing accounts. An October 2018 report by Wired noted a mass suspension of about 80 accounts linked to the Occupy movement, with organizers claiming the accounts were suspended without explanation. The Palestinian digital rights group, 7amlay, has documented hundreds of cases of Palestinian digital rights violations on platforms, including XHileX, has a history of removing accounts linked to foreign government information operations. Critics argue that left-wing and socialist activists are disproportionately targeted by content moderation policies. Twitter targets accounts of Mint Press and other outlets covering unrest in Bolivia. Social media giant Twitter took the step of suspending the official account of Mint Press News on Saturday. Without warning, the 9-year-old account with 64,000 followers was abruptly labeled as fake or spam and restricted. This move is becoming a frequent occurrence for alternative media, especially those that openly challenge U.S. power globally. Immediately preceding the ban, Mint Press had been sharing stories about Israeli government crimes against Palestinians, the Saudi-led onslaught in Yemen, both funded and supported by Washington, and about activists challenging chemical giant Monsanto's latest plans. However, Mint Press correspondent Ali Vargas, stationed in Bolivia and covering the coup and other events there, had another theory on the suspension. Vargas noted that his account, along with union leader Leonardo Loza and independent Bolivian outlets Casachun Coca and Casachun News, were all suspended at the same time. Bolivia has been the site of intense political struggle, with Mint Press one of the only Western outlets, large or small, extensively covering the situation, and from a perspective that directly challenges the official U.S. government line. Vargas added that all those accounts suspended appeared in his Twitter bio. Twitter, now X, have an ongoing human trafficking problem.
Well, it may be a political breakup for the ages. President Donald Trump, billionaire Elon Musk, and now at each other's throats.
So this could have huge implications for the president's agenda, also the future of the Republican Party. Fox's Douglas Zader has the latest from Washington.
Well, this quickly escalated into a very public feud between the president and Elon Musk after an unlikely political alliance that seemed to defy the odds.
I'd give it to Elon as a presentation from our country.
Hard to believe that just a week ago, President Trump was handing Elon Musk a golden key to the White House. Now a bitter falling out.
I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot.
And that was diplomatic compared to what was playing out on social media. Trump wrote, "I asked him to leave. I took away his electric vehicle mandate, and he just went crazy." Musk, initially angry over the deficit impact of Trump's so-called big, beautiful budget bill, had a flurry of posts on X. The Trump tariffs will cause a recession in the second half of this year. Time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. And perhaps most stinging, without me, Trump would have lost the election. At one point, he even seemed to back impeachment. One lawmaker didn't hold back on Musk.
You've lost your damn mind.
Trump threatened to cut Musk's government contracts. Musk threatened to halt some of his work with NASA.
And the company has been accused of failing to properly address the issue. Traffickers use the platform to auction migrant workers and advertise victims for sexual or labor exploitation, with reports claiming some of this content is systematic and standardized. A 2022 report by the Center for International Policy documented how Twitter is used to facilitate human auctions of migrant workers in the Middle East. It accused the company of an action that aided and abetted these activities. A 2021 lawsuit alleged that Twitter continued to index hashtags associated with child sexual exploitation and profited from the advertising revenue generated by the traffic to this content. A separate legal analysis also explored the argument that Twitter may have benefited from sex trafficking content by monetizing its platform through increased viewership. Twitter, now known as X, has a significant and persistent problem with animal cruelty and animal abuse on its platform. After Elon Musk's takeover, the issue worsened, leading to an increase in graphic and disturbing animal abuse videos circulating widely. Bestiality videos found on Twitter depicting humans sexually abusing animals have been removed by the platform after pressure from Animal Protection, advocates the Social Media Animal Cruelty Coalition, SMACC, a network of 11 animal protection organizations who aim to end animal cruelty online. In August, 8 accounts were identified by SMACC sharing bestiality content. These videos featured primarily dogs, horses, and pigs being sexually abused by humans. All were freely available to watch on Twitter with no warning on the videos of any kind. For a period in 2023, Twitter's search function was algorithmically boosting animal cruelty. Searching for generic terms like cat or dog would auto-suggest and direct users to explicit abuse content. The platform removed this feature after public outcry. Research shows that social media platforms, including X, enable content creators to profit from animal exploitation. This includes videos featuring wild animals in harmful situations, which can garner millions of views and encourage others to replicate the abusive behavior for money and likes. Numerous reports, lawsuits, and investigations indicate that X, formerly Twitter, has a significant and long-standing problem with child predators and child sexual exploitation material. Social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, has faced significant backlash for its handling of online predators and child sexual exploitation material, CSAM. Critics, including former safety staff and child advocates, have accused the company of failing to adequately protect minors and prioritize content moderation, especially after Elon Musk's acquisition and subsequent deep cuts to the safety team. In one report, the Stanford Internet Observatory found that the platform had failed to remove dozens of images of child sex abuse that should have been caught by technology designed for that purpose. In July 2024, an ex-executive in charge of trust and safety resigned amid renewed concerns over CSAM on the platform. Victims have taken legal action against the company over its handling of abuse. In a 2021 lawsuit, a minor alleged it took 9 days and intervention from the Department of Homeland Security for X to remove a sexually explicit video of him that was posted by an extorting predator. The lawsuit claimed the same user account had been previously reported for posting CSAM. The predator problem has negatively affected the platform's business, with numerous major advertisers, including Dyson and Forbes, suspending their ad campaigns after their promotions appeared next to child abuse content. An internal 2022 report obtained by The Verge acknowledged that Twitter could not accurately detect CSAM at scale. Under Elon Musk's ownership, X has faced multiple legal challenges regarding its treatment of employees, particularly those engaged in protected workplace activities. In October 2023, the U.S. National Labor Relations Board, NLRB, filed a formal complaint against X, accusing it of illegally firing an employee for posting criticisms of the company's return-to-office policy. Musk's other company, SpaceX, has also been accused by the NLRB of illegally firing workers for criticizing the CEO. In August 2025, X reached a tentative settlement in a proposed class action lawsuit filed by former employees seeking $500 million in severance payments. Details of the settlement have not been publicly disclosed. In September 2024, a former Twitter employee in Ireland won a $600,000 unfair dismissal award. The company had interpreted the employee's message expressing uncertainty about Musk's hardcore ultimatum as a resignation. Twitter, now known as X, contributes to environmental pollution and climate change primarily through the immense energy consumption of its data centers. This digital infrastructure, relied upon by billions of people, requires continuous power for servers, cooling systems, and networking equipment, which often depend on carbon-intensive energy grids. A significant portion of the platform's carbon footprint comes from the electricity used to power and cool its data centers. In December 2022, research indicated that most of Twitter's energy-related emissions originated from its data centers, which were located in regions with high dependence on fossil fuels. The continuous cycle of hardware upgrades for both data centers and consumer devices generates significant amounts of electronic waste, which can contain toxic chemicals that contaminate soil and water.